This is an outdoor light socket with switch and plug. I received this for review for free. It would cost you $16 if you wanted to purchase it. Alright, so in the package you have two of these little plastic with the nail integrated wire routing clips. You have two mounting screws with some drywall anchors, or maybe masonry anchors, depending on what you're putting it into. And you have this cord set, which has a plug here that has kind of an interesting feature. You can twist these guys so it'll fit kind of a twisted outlet or a US standard outlet. I don't know how I feel about the twisty nature of that plug. I realize it makes it compatible with more outlets, but I'd kind of prefer if they had a fixed prong plug there. Got a switch here, and we have this guy here. So this is made out of primarily plastic. It does have some metal pieces inside. Those metal pieces stick to my magnet pretty well. So I think many of the things in here would rust exposed to water outside. It does have some kind of hot glue or potting compound of some sort covering the ends of these wires here as a little bit of insulation. So they're way well from if you had a metal wall you were screwing this into. These guys are not going to touch the metal wall. Oh, actually, hey, look, we have three of these little wire clips. One of them got stuck inside. Not sure if I'll be able to get that out. Let's see here. There we go. Third wire clip. One was stuck inside. So it is plastic. It's labeled here 6 amps, 220 volts max. So 6 amps max, you know, probably a 100-watt light bulb. The cable relief here is just more hot glue. You know, so there's a slot there with hot glue in it. So we're not talking, you know, the super finest fixture here, but it looks functional. It's E26 and E27, which I'm hoping are going to be compatible with a standard Edison-based bulb. It looks pretty good here. Yeah, so that screws in, works pretty well. If this was outside, water could definitely get in there. So outside might be a stretch for this. It would definitely work for a while, but there might be some corrosion issues. I would certainly not want to use this outside without it being plugged into a GFCI, a ground fault circuit interrupter, just for protection in case water got into it. But it does look like a functional mounting base for Edison-style bulbs. So the wire itself is pretty thick. It's marked as 1 millimeter squared wire, or that's kind of 18 AWG wire. You know, so it looks like the wire is definitely big enough for kind of a 100-watt bulb application here. The inside says 6 amps, 220 volts. So I mean, you could theoretically put a 600-watt lamp in here. I'd be worried about the heat and this plastic mounting on the bottom. So I think I would limit this to a 100-watt bulb. Alright, so switch and fixture are functional. This switch does not look particularly watertight. There's, obvious gaps where the wire goes in here. So if you need to mount a light somewhere and plug it in and have a switch, this is very functional. The price point seems a little high for what you get to me. That's just my opinion here. It kind of depends on your value proposition for what you're trying to do.